Oh, look, you're seeing me this morning. Good morning, everyone. Oh, there's frosted again. Frost, white, beautiful, little sheen on everything. Going to the barn. Got them all locked up, windows and everything, because it's amazing how well insulated this barn is. Okay. Oh, Piggy's locked herself in again. Oh, there's little Larry. Look at this dude. Gosh, he's been here for about 4 years now. And he was already, well, he's still with us. Hey? Yeah, I see, I had to. Hi, girls. They're still completely knocked out. Piggy, 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 piggy. Piggy, 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 piggy. They're going, what you out here for so early for? It's already 8:30. Come on, guys. Good morning, guys. How are you this morning? I have to turn you around now. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Chapter 11, Part 3. Forward. I did one this morning already. Oh yeah, we're on a roll. Current events. What am I doing? Current events. Let's talk about the principles of love this morning. When it comes to current events. You guys all know what that means? All right. Let's start with how people conduct themselves out there when it comes to the principles of love between man and woman. It's like when you talk about hippies, easy boy, easy, 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 easy. The free love movement. Yeah. You guys know what that means? Yep. I know what that means. And sadly, I can't say, though, again, when it comes to me, I have to say that I preserved some dignity there. So I grew up. Where is it, buddy? Okay, don't step in it now. Ooh, don't step on me. There you go. Whoops. I preserved some of my dignity there, and I guess through my upbringing, I didn't get sucked into that as other people did. The odd thing during that time, again also in the 60s, the baby boomers and all that, there's something that happened there suddenly with the conscience of the people. And one thing is that the people that went and fought in wars, this and that, became the enemy. People who made sure that you get to have your free love, doing the drugs, this and that, and I don't know what. Okay, let her all hang out. Completely disregarded what others were doing out there in the world to keep, or try to, at least, keep people from being enslaved by regimes communism, this and that. That, no, you don't get to. No, you don't. Well, whatever. Okay. So then, from there, whereas before, I have to say, before, I think I'm going to give them this as well. It's like people kept their sexual perversities kind of in the closet. I'm not talking about, we're going to get to that later. I'm talking about heterosexuals. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there is not one family in this country that doesn't have a pedophile in their family. And then have a pedophile in their pool of friends. Think about that. Yay? Nay? Now, I read up on history enough on how that all came to be. Sadly, a lot of the perversion, when it comes to the principles of love between heterosexuals, comes from leadership. Royalty, empires, emperors, and who knows what. Yeah, interesting to go and look at that. On how that all, right, existed. On how young girls and women were subjected to that by men. Yeah. I mean, if the feminists want to talk about anything, let's talk about that. All right? And then try to somehow figure out on how to get back to, right, one man, one woman, for life, for eternity. Take responsibility for your family and your surroundings per se as that. No. No, the feminists, on top of that, which are women, are doing what? We want the same rights to whorism as the guys do. Oh, that's going to make you happy. That'll be better. That's going to solve anything. How? Yeah. All right. Then, as I said, for some people, I guess, when you continuously sin in that particular area on the side of Satan, and do, as I said, the sick crap that goes on out there when it comes to that, right? I mean, I say, I was pretty doggone naive. But I learned, what does that mean? What does this mean? And what? That exists out there? Seriously. Okay. Swinger parties. Seriously? Seriously. I saw a good one on how, and if I were Hispanic, or any of them brown people out there, I would be offended and I would make some noise about that and say, how dare you? That because they are Hispanic, because they are poor, I know quite a few Hispanics that have a lot more money than I do. Okay, that's not difficult, but because of their communities, really, okay, and because of, all right, whatever, okay, their jobs, they are much more likely to contract HIV. Oh, I didn't know that had anything to do with your job, unless you're a whore, or with your skin tone, or where you came from, or because you're poor or rich. Huh? So basically, what I'm being told about Hispanic people is that because they're Hispanic, they're automatically, when it comes to the sexual realm of having a relationship, they're what? Very sick people. Oh, that study just came out. I didn't see anybody. I think I'm the only one who says, I don't believe that about Hispanic people. As far as I'm concerned, all the Hispanic people that I was around in the city in California, in Berkeley, California, and around here, they're very Christian-loving people. You had your, oh, here, I'm so up and about and in arms, I forgot. I'm coming. Here you go, come on. I wonder when they come up with new psychological terms, mental health issues with people, on how much that has to do with people's view of how you love someone in a conjugal relationship. Oh. Sad to hear so many Hispanic people, which I do not believe, are on the wrong side of the track somehow. No? Oh well. Well, can we just face things as they are? Really? I tell you what. Before the last couple of years, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt, okay? If for one reason or another, right, your relationship with someone, whoever it is, unless it's a child, hell no. No! No! When it comes to the sexual realms. That's, again, in your bedroom, okay? And if you make a good go of it, and you experience the realms of love, the principles of love per se, as you can give them to one other person, then okay. But here it is. With what's been going on, with that community out there that suddenly now has what else attached to it? As I said, pansexuals have to say, whoa, wait a minute. What do you see in a frying pan or a saucepan to want to do it with? What is that? What kind of relationship is that? Right, exactly. What kind of relationship do you actually have with the principles of love? What? All right. Now, let's get into, come on, boy. Come on. You got this. Come on. All right. I find it interesting. I have friends who are gay. They probably won't be friends after this. I don't love them any less or care for them any less. But I'm also I would like them to find absolute happiness. And absolute happiness as a man is not with a man. And as a woman, it's not with another woman. And as either one, it isn't with multiple men or multiple women. And so on and so. It's not with an animal either. Or with a frying pan or a saucepan. Or whatever else you got going on out there when it comes to that. The rainbow is a promise of God. A promise of God that he will never, ever destroy humanity or humankind again. And he won't. That's what the rainbow stands for. But as far as abusing the principles of love every which way, or make excuses for things that you need to take care of in your ancestry, within your own life, then to get to the point where you stand here on this earth as a true woman or a true man as you were born. Okay? God gave you a job out here as either a man or a woman. Not to change yourself into something different, okay? Or to start requesting that children need to be whatever. You got that? Yes. So, what I found in men who love men, when it comes to that, and women who love women, is that a very odd thing. I talked to one person once. I said, so I'm not getting, well, I'm disgusted by the body of a woman. Okay, then why are there guys who are into men taking hormones then to start looking like one? Well, that's a whole different, no. Don't, no, I'm not confused about that. Why is it that when I see a couple of men, that one of them seems to be somewhat manly and the other one acts kind of like, okay, women don't act like that. I've never seen a woman act like that, okay? But they're kind of pretending to act like one. Why? Why then? And vice versa the same. Two women together, seen them too, several, all right. Where one of them stays kind of the feminine one, the other ones, they call them butch, right? Why? Yeah. And then again, when it comes to the act of love, what are you doing? What are you strapping on? And what else are you, right? What's the difference? Except for, don't you get it as men how you degrade yourself? And what you actually are doing? What you still are looking for? That you so abhor in a woman? Are you not getting that? So, again, now having said all that, I get it. Oh my God, I am not a homophobe, and I'm not a transphobe, and I'm not a phobe of anything. Absolutely not. What I feel for you is I feel sorry for you. Because even though you try to make this really palatable to me, right, I have to look at the bigger picture. When I see the bigger picture, I'm going, but you're not making sense. According to what you're telling me, you're feeling, what you're going through, it doesn't make sense. And I'll tell you why it doesn't make sense. I'll give you an example on why I know you are not in control of your own principles of love. That has been taken away from you, okay, by spiritual interference into you, into your spiritual existence. So I was part of a Native American group, and there was a storyteller. Storytellers in Native American tradition are very well respected. They're like history books, right, in many ways. And they go from generation to generation often. His name was Johnny. And I went with another friend. We kind of got, I guess they were somewhere, heard them. And then they came to Tilden in Berkeley, and we sat in that, it was a tent, big tent, about 50 people in there. We were sitting in the back, the children were cruising around, and ours, my friends, we sat there, and suddenly I am noticing a woman next to Johnny. He's sitting down telling the story, and she is standing there. As I am standing here right now in front of you, I could see her. And he had this long, black, beautiful hair. And while he's telling the story, she's petting his hair. Standing real close to him. And she's staring right at me. Going, whoa. And with this look, yeah? What are you going to do about it? I turned to my friend. I said, hey, who's that woman standing next to him? She says, what woman? I don't see anybody. I'm going, you got to be kidding me. I'm the only one who can see her? So I looked at that and going, whoa. I got up. I said, we got to go. We need to take our children and we need to go. So we did. She asked me later. I said, what was going on? I said, Johnny is gay. She said, I know that. You didn't know that? I said, no. She said, yeah, he's gay. Oh. All right, did that have now any influence on his storytelling? No. But I learned something that day about that, okay? And, even though I'm not, again, I have no, if you keep it clean, if you keep it in your bedroom, then I have no desire to mess in your life. But I'm concerned as a mother of the world, as a mother out there who wants the best for her children. I'm concerned, of course. When you, as a man out there, are with another man, or a woman out there with another woman, how could I not be? And why is it that? What is that? Because it doesn't fit into the cycle of life. You know that. So I'm home and going, whoa, what did I just see? And why? Huh? It's not, oh my gosh, no, I got to see that for a reason. But the way that woman looked at me, she challenged me. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? She challenged me. I thought, no wonder Johnny can't love a woman, because this woman petting his hair. has taken over the spirit realm of love. When it comes to conjugal love, has taken over that spirit realm of his. And he's not going to feel anything towards a woman. That woman doesn't want another woman. That woman wants another man. And it goes so vice versa. So after that, I paid attention when I was around people who couldn't love the opposite sex. Every time the same thing. Every time I saw the same thing. That they are not in control over their own principles of love when it comes to a conjugal relationship. And it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, what? Yes. I took on the challenge of that spirit. This has been many years ago now. 25 years ago or something. Or more longer, 30 years ago that happened. And it took me a long time to somehow figure out, how can you even make this? How can you even tell anyone? How can you, without then being called this and that and I don't know what? All I can tell you, to everyone out there, in that community that has to have all them letters, this and that, you are wrong if you think that someone like me hates you or persecutes you or this or that or judges you. I'm someone who sees the pain that is going on when it comes to the realm of love for you. And the thing is, even though you may not experience it as that, look what's going on out there. And who is the most impacted by that? One says, misery loves company. If in the realm of love, all these different types of love per se were natural, then children wouldn't be affected by it. It doesn't matter if we are heterosexuals or bisexuals or gays, men or lesbians, right? Or whatever else you want to call yourself out there. If all these loves were actually natural, our children wouldn't be affected by that. But they are. Very much so in the negative. And they can't protect themselves. If one or the other of them people who take it to the extreme, and it's being taken to the extreme. People, go and look what bills have been passed by Democrats out there. Go have a look. You will be shocked. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, so how to fix that? First of all, become aware of, and then abstain. And have a good look what you are actually replacing with what. And then you realize you're actually not replacing anything. You're still looking for the exact same act in a person as everyone else does. Yeah. Okay, well, that's what I have to say to all this. And I said, how much farther does one want to take the confusion with the transgenderism, this and that? You know what? Again, I don't know any of them that are happy out there. I don't. And it's not because, it's an excuse to say that, oh, because you don't understand, so you're persecuting, judging me and this and that. That's not true. That's 100% not true. That's just an excuse because you already know yourself, if you're into any of that stuff, yeah, you're not happy. You are not happy. And you know exactly why if you dig a little bit deeper, right? But you're blaming everyone else out there. And here's the thing, you know, it's one thing if in your own realm, you create your own realm, your own people, your own community, and then you do whatever you want. And that goes for heterosexuals as well, right? Who the hell goes to a swinger party? You want to tell me that? What kind of person are you? Really? You have a problem as well. Huh? Or when you go and look for prostitutes, you have a problem. You do. Or when you cheat on your wife or your husband, you have a problem. You do. Your wife or your husband's not the problem. You are. Mm-hmm. But who gets blamed, right? And here's the thing, as I said, your own surroundings, that's one thing. But when you start to pull our children into it, start to confuse them with a freedom that doesn't exist when it comes down to it, and as the years go on, just makes you more and more miserable, then then you need to be taught. You need to be taught different. You need to be told different. See? Yeah. So, this is your cry for help to me. And here I'm telling you, that's your problem. You are not in control. Someone's taken control of the principles of love to choose in your life. And sadly, I started with the 60s. It started much farther back I mentioned that in the beginning as well. And it's kind of piled up more and more. And less, the lines are clear, right? Ever since that day in the Garden of Eden, the lines have become more and more invisible on what it is to actually live a life under the true principles of love when it comes to a conjugal relationship. Yes? No? Okay. Well, I told you in chapter 11, part 3, 4, current events, past events, and the future. Where has love taken us? And who, more and more so, is endangered by that? Yeah. It isn't about necessarily, if people don't want to change any of that, then, but there's one thing we can unite under, that we will not put our children more at risk than they already are. That is not fair to them. Eventually, they'll be adults and they can choose. They can choose to come to your community. They can choose to read your books. They can choose to whatever, right? But until then, you've got to give them a fair chance. Not to get abused by some pervert that happens to be lurking around you as well. I don't mean in the spirit now, in the physical. Making use of with what you struggle or advocate for. Yeah. We all have to do that. We all have to do that. And if we cannot do that, and you suddenly want to, force stuff down my throat, like with them pronouns and stuff like that, don't do that. Why are you doing that? For what reason? What purpose? Keep making sense out there. And you know what? Regardless, right, we can live together. But the number one thing is the children. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm afraid you might just hear a whole lot more like that from people like me. Not because we hate you, because we don't accept you, or this or that, right? And I'm not just talking about I'm not going to, whatever love she got going out there, besides a man and a woman, get married, make that commitment 100% till death and eternity. That's it for me. Okay? Nothing else. Now, whatever else you're doing out there, as I said, okay, don't blame anyone else for your bad luck then, or this or that. But when it comes to children, you better be on board to protect them against any atrocities, perverts, and I don't know what else goes with it when it comes to that realm of love. Until they are old enough, or adults, and then make their choice. Right? We can't do that as a collective? No? Regardless? No? Oh, okay. All right. Well, God's love and blessings always to everyone out there. Let's make good choices. Let's make the right choices, regardless. And, well, who knows? Okay. Talk to you all another time.